Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Just trying to get the camera set up. Again, I'm going to try and be outdoors. So welcome to Yoga with Lisa SXM, the gentlest yoga on the internet. We're going to be extra gentle today, and welcome. Take a moment for yourself. Settle in on your yoga mat, and let's get ready to stretch and breathe together, tuning inward, ready to listen to that inner wisdom. What's right for you right now. Finding that stillness, let's let our hands rest on the knees, palms open upward, receptive to the energy around us. Lift from your tailbone to the top of your head, sitting as tall as you can, but not overdoing it, staying comfortable, listening to the sounds around you. We've got beautiful bird song around us today. Take a moment and see if you can just notice the feel of your heart beating. Can you get still enough that you hear your own heart beating, or you feel it beating? Perhaps you can even feel the blood moving with the heartbeats into your extremities. Quiet and still, breathing softly, tuning inward. Stay here for another few breaths. Wonderful. Hands to heart center. Think about your intention today. What brings you to your yoga mat? Find gratitude in your heart for that impulse to take care of yourself today. And let's push the hands up overhead with a big breath in. Reach up. And just softly let them drop back down to the heart with an exhalation. We'll do that 3 more times. Gentle and slow. Breathing in, reach up. Exhale. Let it sink back down. Wonderful. Up we go. Reach up as high as you can now. Look up, wiggle your fingers, reach up as high as you can, breathe in as much as you can. And with an exhalation, let your right hand drop down to the ground by your hip. Walk the fingers away and just a gentle stretch over through the armpit and side body. Thank you, Ellis. I see you there. Wonderful. Reach up again, breathe in. Big stretch up, wiggle the fingers, big breath in. Exhale, and the other hand can drop down now. Put it on the ground by your hip and then walk your fingers away. Side stretch, extra gentle. And up we come with an inhalation, arms out to the side, breathe in, reach up. Find your hands over your head and bring it back to your heart with an exhalation. Beautiful. Reach those hands down to rest in your lap. Thank you. We're going to take the right hand forward now. Just reach it straight forward and slowly up with an inhalation all the way up. And reach it back with an exhalation. Let it go wherever it wants to go back there. Reach up, breathe in. Bring it back up. Exhale, bring it back in front. Let's do that again. That felt good. Do it again with the same hand. Reach it up, breathe in. And all the way back to the ground behind you or wherever your hand wants to go. And then inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, in front. Try the other hand now. Reach up, breathe in. And all the way back. And forward we go, exhaling as it comes down. Reach up, breathe in. And back. Beautiful. Both hands now reach up. Breathe in. Let them go back wherever they can reach. Don't judge yourself. Let it go back. Exhale. Inhale up. And down in front. Beautiful. Let's just reach forward now. Reach as far forward as you can. Spread your fingers wide. Let your thumb tips touch. Keep breathing. And turn them up. Little fingers touch at the tips. Fingers spread wide. Let's turn the right hand down. Fingertip touches the thumb tip. Keep breathing. And turn them both. Fingertip touches thumb tip. Keep breathing. Both hands facing palm up. Little fingers touching. And bring it back. Let the elbows come back. Separate the hands. Little fingers touch somewhere near the chest, armpit, or shoulders. Squeeze those elbows way back and breathe in. Exhale. Push it forward. Turn it the other way. Thumb tips touching. Keep breathing. Elbows coming back. Find the tips of the thumbs somewhere on the chest, shoulders, or armpit. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Breathe in. And push it forward. Let's just reach forward and circle the wrists. Change it. Go the other way around. And bring it back to rest on your legs. Close the eyes. Sit with yourself for a moment as you breathe. Deepen the belly. Make a conscious effort to breathe with your belly. Expand it out as you inhale. And then you exhale, squeeze it in. Bring that belly button in, back in, all the way back by your rib cage, by your spinal cord. Breathe with strength in your belly. Let your shoulders and arms relax. All right, got some icons blocking my view there. Let's stretch out our legs. What do you say? Get them out on the yoga mat. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones, and we're going to just reach up. Maybe you can't see my ankles, but flex your ankles so your toes are pointing back towards your face. We're going to reach the hands straight up. Reach up, breathe in. And slowly begin to keep reaching and extend your reach forward as if you're going to reach beyond your toes. Bring your face to look down at your knees. Inhale, bring it back up. If that's difficult for your back, you can push with your hands on your knees or the yoga mat. The goal here is to breathe in as you come up and exhale as you stretch forward, reaching beyond your feet. Move with your breath. Let the breath lead you. One more time, just like that. Exhaling down. Inhaling back up. All right, sit soft for a moment. You can relax your legs. You can put your hands on your knees and let your legs wobble in and out, feet flopping as they go. And round your back, look down at your hips, drop your head, round your shoulders. Keep that breath moving in the deep belly, consciously breathing out with the belly and in, squeezing the muscles in as you exhale. Awesome. Let's bend one leg and bring the heel close to the pelvis or the knee if that pelvis is too far a reach for you. Whatever is good for you. We have one leg straight, one leg bent. We're going to reach beyond the toes again and look down at your knee so your neck is straight. Let's go. Breathe as you hold this vibrant stretch. You put your hands on the floor by your knee and push yourself up. And let's pick up that knee and give it a hug. So flex your ankle, Bring it close to your hips as you can. Arms around the calf or the knee. Give yourself a hug. And then grab onto your big toe with your 2 fingers, like when you give a peace sign. Those 2 fingers wrap around the big toe. Lift the leg up, and we're going to bring the knee outside of the elbow. Bring it back and extend it forward, back, and forward, back, and forward, back, and forward. Keep it back and hold it back. See if you can sit a little bit taller and stretch the leg up and down, up and down, up and down. All right, now we're going to bring that heel and the little toe edge of the foot in by the elbow of the other arm. And hold your leg in your arms like a baby. Rock the baby. Everybody knows how to hold a baby in their arms, even if you've never been a mom or a dad or a big sister or big brother or an aunt or an uncle. It's an instinct, and everybody's got that nurturing instinct. So it feels kind of good to do this in your heart as well as in your hips. All right, let's come back to that big toe. Grab it in those 2 fingers and reach it up. Put it back down on the ground. And let's go for a nice tall sit. Straight up, reach up, breathe in. And go beyond the toes, reaching forward. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Exhale. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come on up. Remember, you can always push with your hands on your knees if you feel like it's too much for your back. Let's go one more time. Awesome. Hands can come down, round your back. Loosen up those legs. Drop your head. And really take a moment to be releasing in the back of the neck. Let the head be heavy. Chin comes to the chest, or the top of the chest is where the neck meets the chest. Begin to slowly move your weight to one hip and then back to the center, other hip, back to the center. And in your softness of your spine and your neck, your head should be rolling over by one shoulder, just through gravity, not through any muscular effort. Let's come back to the center. Slowly straighten that back up. And we're going to turn. I'm going to turn, you don't have to. And extend, bend that other leg in with one leg extended. Again, the heel doesn't have to be all the way up by your hips. It can be at your knee or out to the side. Whatever works for you. Listen to your body's wisdom. Even remember, I'm just one woman speaking to all of you, and I cannot know your particular situation, the issues in your tissues, but you do listen. And don't push past your limits. Modify and adjust to make it fit what you need right now. All right, so we're going to reach up here, breathing in, stretch it tall, and come to reach over your foot as if you're reaching for something beyond your toes. Look down at your knees so your neck is not super bent into a weird position. Keep breathing. And when you're ready, hands to the floor, push yourself up. Do it again. Breathing in, reach up. Reach beyond your toes. Neck straight. Eyes gaze down towards your knee. Keep breathing. Hands to the floor. Push yourself up. We're going to grab that big toe. No, first we're going to hug our leg, right? Arms around the knee. Flex the ankle. Really give yourself a serious hug here. Squeeze it in. All right, now we go for grabbing the big toe with peace fingers. Stretch it out and bring it back. 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 Take a minute to straighten your back just a little bit, sitting a little taller, and stretch it up that leg. Down, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And when you're ready, we're going to put that heel and the little toe edge of the foot into the inner corner of your elbow. If you can't do that, you can just hold the foot in your hand, wrapping your hand and arms around your leg. Just rock the baby. Enjoy that feeling. That hip be loose and released. Keep breathing. Awesome. Find that big toe again, stretch it out, and put it back down on the ground. Sit tall, breathe in, reach the hands up. Reach beyond your toes. We're going to stay here for a moment. Look down at your knees so your neck is straight. Keep reaching, vibrantly reaching. You can try to open up the back of the knees to communicate with the earth. And when you're ready, come and sit up. Let's slide down onto our backs. Oh, I've got a cardinal here singing his heart out from the wires above. And I'm trying to stay. The sun keeps shifting, so it's a bit of a challenge to stay with good lighting for you. I think I can manage it. I hope so. Once you're on your back, allow yourself to be heavy on the floor and balanced. Knees bent, heels somewhere around the hips, wherever feels comfortable to you. It can be right close to the hips or away a bit, as you like. Let's do a couple of deep breaths in, expanding the belly, the diaphragm, and the rib cage. Breathing in through the nose. And let it all go with a big sigh. One more time, just like that. Wonderful. Drop both knees to the left and release your right hip. Let your mind be focused on the heaviness of your body and try not to resist gravity at all. Just let yourself be super, super soft, melting down into the floor. And knees come up. Let's go all the way over to the other side. Knees to the right, left hip asking it to relax and sink down. Let every part of the body be so soft and released. These relaxation poses are very, very healing. They allow you to clear out toxins stored in the body if you breathe deep and exhale fully. This is a very healing and cleansing moment for the body, so enjoy it and utilize that kind of breath, deep and full. Bring those knees up and let's bring them all the way to the chest. Hands come to the knees, squeeze it in and release. Squeeze in, exhale. Release, inhale. 3 more times, just like that. Awesome. Reach those legs up into the air. Reach the hands up into the air. Circle the ankles, circle the wrists, any way that you want. You can do it all in unison. You can have each one sort of on their own cycle, independent of each other. Play with it. Have fun. Circle your ankles, circle your wrists. Change direction now and then. And breathe. Beautiful. All right. Flex the ankles and the wrists and point the toes. Bring the hands all the way over till they make the shape of a flamingo head. Back and forth we go as we breathe. Flex and point. Breathe As you do so, flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and hold. Both arms and legs are going to bend here. Bring it down to the ground and push it up. Down, push it up. Down, push it up. And 10 more times just like that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees. Come back down to the floor. Open your hands upward in like a cactus pose or a surrender pose. And bring the soles of your feet together. Let the knees open wide and apart from each other. Reclined cobbler's pose. Open the hips. Release the lower back. My goodness, the birds are so talkative today. Stay in your reclined cobbler's pose. Gonna try the music again. It got a little bit crazy there. That's better. Let's turn on to one side and find yourself in the side resting pose or fetal position. Make sure you're nice and comfy. Hand can rest on your hip. Head can rest on your shoulder or bicep, or a pillow if you have one. And then bring your hand to the floor in front of your chest for a little support. Top leg is going to be bent, and the knee circles around. Make it a big circle if possible, and breathe through your circle, breathing on one part of the circle, exhaling at the bottom perhaps. And change direction, go the other way. Two more times around, breathe. Beautiful. Come back to knees resting, stacked on top of each other. Hand can come back to rest on your hip. Really sink down. Resist gravity no more. Be heavy in the hips, heavy in the chest, collapsed in the shoulders and the neck. Release, relax. Beautiful. Bring that top leg up again. Bring that knee to the chest and straighten it out. Bring it back. Reach back and reach forward with your fingertips. Switching as you go. Breathe as you move. How you like the close-up of the bottom side of my foot? Keep moving, keep breathing. Enjoy this stretch and breathe session of yoga with Lisa SXM. Enjoy the movement. Let's do 2 more and we'll come back to resting. Take a nice, well-deserved rest. And to the floor in front of your chest again for a little support. Stretch out your top leg and see if you can lift it up and down. Breathe in, lift. Exhale down. And lift. And down. One more, and then we get to rest. Well done. If you need to and want to, you can give some thanks to your flanks with a massage to the hips. Then find that IT band that goes on the outside from the hips down to the outside of your knee, up and down. And then maybe make a fist and pound a little bit. That muscle is nice and big. If you want to get deep, you're going to have to do something extraordinary. There you go. All right. Let's roll onto our bellies. Let your hands be right under your shoulders and elbows tucked in by your waist. Put your forehead on the floor. Release your tailbone. Let your heels go out and your big toes touch. And release through the spine. And see if you can raise your head up, not using any strength in your arms or shoulders. Just raise your head up to look forward. Take a couple breaths here. Consciously tell yourself to relax your shoulders. And then come back. Forehead rests on the mat. Release. Take your right hand and reach forward. Lift it up into the air and your left leg. Alternate reach. Keep breathing. All right, bring it back down. Let's see if we can go the other way. Left hand reaching forward, right leg reaching up. Diagonal reach. And come on down. Forehead to the mat. Release your hips. Lift your face up, just your face, looking forward. And bring your hands forward. Let's come up onto the elbows. So your fingers are spread wide, palms down on the floor, and lift through the shoulders so you're not slumping like this, but push back up. Lift your face. This is Sphinx. You can release your tailbone. Relax through the hips. While we're in Sphinx pose, let's do lion with our face. That means big eyes, open wide, and let your tongue come out. Maybe the tip of your tongue touches your chin, and you're going to stay there for a moment as you breathe. This is very good for your jaw and the health of your mouth in general. And close it, scrunch your face up into a tiny little expression. Open wide for lion. Scrunch. Awesome. And we're going to come up onto hands and knees here. Find yourself in the table pose. And begin to slowly drop your head, drop your tailbone, and arch your back up. And then come back to a flat table. Lift the face, lift the tailbone, let the middle of your back sink down. And alternate back and forth between arched up, dropping the head and tailbone, sway back down, lifting the head and tailbone. Breathe as you move. Just continue like that. I'm going to adjust my camera. Beautiful. Arching and swaying. We're going to come back down onto our tummies. There you go. I see you now. Reach your right hand forward and your left leg up. Diagonal reach. Keep holding and breathing. Bring your forehead to the mat. Hands underneath your shoulders. Elbows tucked in at your waist. Release your tailbone and hips. And diagonal on the other side, reaching forward. And come back to resting forehead on the mat. And when you're ready, we're going to find ourselves over on the opposite side that we were on before. Fetal position, side resting pose, head resting on your shoulder or your bicep or a pillow. And your top hand can just rest on your knee, on your hip. Your knees are bent and stacked. Let yourself be super comfortable here. Just sink into the floor. Don't resist gravity right now. When you're ready, put your hand in front of your chest on the ground for a little support. Bring that knee up and slowly circle it around, breathing through your circle. Let's let the knee come back down to rest. Release your hips. Think of heaviness. Heaviness throughout the body. Let's bring the knee up and circle the other way around. Make it as big a circle as you're comfortable with, but don't push your limits. If it feels like a smaller circle is just what you need, then that's what you're going to do. Awesome. Come back to a rest. All right, bring that knee forward, straighten out the leg, bring it back, all the way back, and reach forward with your hand. Alternate hands and leg. Slow it down. You're not in a hurry here. We're working with our breath. Two more. Come back to resting. When you're ready, reach that leg out and lift. You can use your arm as well if you want. Or if you want, you can have your arm on the ground for support. How we doing? You staying with me? Awesome, I'm so pleased. Here's your reward. Bring that knee up in front of your chest as high as you can and put it on the ground. And then straighten out your lower leg. We're going to take that shoulder back. Let your elbow reach back for the floor. In fact, let's do it like this. Put your hand on your knee, slide it to the hip, let that elbow reach back. You can roll your head back so that the back of your head is on the floor. Spinal twist. Release everything through the spine, hips, shoulders, and neck. When you're ready, we're going to roll onto our back. So just find yourself coming all the way over onto your back and make sure you feel nice and balanced on your back. Shoulders and hips equally weighted. Toes flop outward, knees can be slightly bent. Hands and arms can be wherever feels comfortable to you right now. See if you can develop that stillness that we talked about at the beginning of our session, where you feel your heart beating and you feel the blood moving with the pulses of your heart through your torso, through your extremities. Acknowledge that prana, that life force that moves through your body like electricity. Find gratitude in your heart for this moment, this aspect of your life, this experience of being alive. Awesome. Reach your arms way up overhead and bring your feet together with pointed toes. Make the body as long as you possibly can and breathe in. Expand your rib cage. Breathe big. Excellent. We're going to bring the body up and come back onto elbows again. Here's our reverse Sphinx. Put your hands palm down on the floor, fingers spread wide. Walk your toes away from your hips, but knees will stay bent. And just gaze down towards your navel. Let your upper back sink down. Push away with your shoulders. Come up and put your hands on the floor. Let's do a reverse table. Let your neck be extended out so that you're looking straight up. Your nose points up. Hold and breathe. Beautiful. Come down. See if you can get your hips to come back by your fingers. And let's do a forward fold. Walk your hands up your legs to slowly sit tall again. That was pretty intense, so take a minute for yourself to just recover. How you doing? Let's try boat, which is another intense one, but we can do it. We're going to find the balance point on our hips and pick the legs up into the air. Arms can come to the back of the knees, the top of the knees, or if you want to do the true boat, arms come out to the side and hands are palm up. Lift your face, lift your chest, hold and breathe. If you're with me and you'd like to try, fingers alternate to toes, other leg stretches out. We're going to go 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return to boat. Hands behind the knees, straighten your legs. Come back to seated. Find yourself in an easy seat on your mat. Let's just roll the shoulders a little bit. Over the top to the back, squeeze those shoulder blades. See if you can make the whole upper torso really change position, change shape. And let's reverse it. Come over the top to the front. Work out any stiffness in the shoulders, upper back, rib cage, shoulder blades. Yes. Arms stretch out. Let your arms move like water waves, snake arms. Shoulders and elbows, wrists and fingertips, all involved. And slightly bigger water waves. And even bigger. A lot of movement in the chest, torso, shoulders. All right, both arms reaching up, stretch up, breathe in. Exhale, find your center, back down to your heart. Take a moment for yourself here, find that stillness again. Let's open our hands palm up and take a moment to think of somebody that is asking for a little bit of prayer or love or hope. Somebody who needs our energy, our healing energy, our concern. Hold them in your heart. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. And I hope that you feel that connection. It's something you can work on because the universe is always willing to give you what you ask for with the receptive heart, with the trusting heart. If you need forgiveness, you got it. If you need to learn to give forgiveness, it's there for you. So take a moment every day to ask with an open heart for the things that you know you need or that someone else needs. Awesome. All right, let's reach that right arm straight up. Bend the fingers down and try and touch the back of your neck, the lower part of the neck or the upper part of the back between the shoulder blades. And then we're going to grab that elbow and just gently suggest it move a little bit behind the head. If you want, you can bend the body over a little bit to accentuate it more and look up. And come back up. Open both arms up, breathe in. Drop the other hand down. Grab that elbow. Walk those fingers down between the shoulder blades if you can. Gently pull the elbow behind your head or in that direction. Don't overdo it. And if you want, you can bend over a little bit to accentuate the stretch through the armpit. And let's come up. Reach up with both hands, stretch up, breathe in. Bring the hands out, level to the ground. Cross your right arm up front of the body. Reach over and grab that elbow. And then switch. Beautiful. Let's come up onto our knees and sit on our heels. And find your fingers interlocking behind your tailbone. Squeeze your arms straight. Lift your face up. If you cannot get your arms straight, then just reach back and imagine that you're reaching your fingers together, but get those arms straight. Let's squeeze the shoulder blades and lift your face and squeeze harder. Squeeze with more intensity. Let's take some good breath here. And bowing at the waist, bring your forehead to the floor in front of your knees. Your hands may drift up towards the sky. And here we can even stay like that. I'm going to scoot back so you can see me if you're looking. Here we can even roll up onto the top of the head and lift the hips off the heels. And then your hands may extend over the top, reaching for the floor beyond your back of your head. And sit back on your heels, lift your face, lift your torso up, release your arms. Let your hands come to rest on your knees. Round your back, drop your head. Let's come back up to table position now. Strong arms, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, fingers spread wide, fingertips pushing down. Arch and sway. Cat and cow. Breathe as you move. Any speed is perfect, whatever feels good to you right now. Listen to your body. Awesome. We're going to do a downward dog next. So come back to a neutral back. Turn your toes under. Lift the hips up. Drop the head down. Find that perfect place for your feet. Pushing back with your arms and hands and fingertips. Let your head drop between your arms down towards the ground. Hips push up and back. And then allow yourself to bring your shoulders over your wrists. Take a step forward with your feet. Quadruped stance. Widen your arms out. Let's make a circle with our belly button. And go the other way. Come back to quadruped stance. Strong feet on the floor. Take your left hand and reach it back to the little toe edge of your right foot. Left hand to right foot. Hand to the floor. Other side. Right hand, reach for the little toe edge of your left foot. Hold and breathe. Hand to the floor. Come onto your knees again. And find yourself in pose of a child. Walk your hands forward, reaching way forward with your fingertips, and then drop the forehead to the floor in front of your knees. Or maybe it just suspends above the floor, depending on, how big the muscles are in your legs and how much arch you have in your back. Wonderful. Rise up onto elbows and knees and get your knees a little wider than your hips. Sink back into wide-legged pose of a child. Turn your face to one side if that helps you. See if you can nestle in between your knees and sink that torso down to the floor, laying your heart on the earth. When you're ready, come back up onto elbows and knees. And into hands and knees. Back to table. Let's thread the needle, left hand behind the right wrist all the way through. Put a nice twist into the torso here. Side of the face comes to the floor, shoulder comes to the floor, top arm reaching up. Drop the fingers down, reach it back up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Let it stay there. Bend the elbow, put it on the ground. Push yourself back up to cat and cow. Arch and sway. Now I'm going to turn around. Cat and cow. Thread the needle, other side. Right hand behind the left wrist. Right shoulder comes down, right side of your face comes down. Lift your upper hand way up. Drop the fingertips down to the floor, pick it back up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Hand to the floor, push yourself back up to table. Cat and cow. Come to table, walk your hands forward and bring your knee in between your thumbs. Slide onto the pigeon position. This foot can be out farther or tucked in as you like. It can be way out to the side if you need it to be. Puff your chest forward, arch your back, and lift your face. Squeeze your shoulders back. Proud pigeon. We're going to look over the shoulder. One way, forward. The other way, forward. Take your time. Breathe. And when you're ready, push back to table. Arch and sway. Cat and cow. And then we pigeon the other way. Puff that chest forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Lift the top of your face up. And look over your shoulder. One way, forward. The other way, forward. Breathe as you move. Take your time. Any speed is fine. If you don't like the twist, you don't have to use it. Facing forward again. Puff that chest forward. Proud pigeon. Lift it up. Breathe in. And back to table. Back up onto your hands and knees. Let's let the puppy dog wag his tail. Wag your tail a little faster. Happy puppy sees his kibble coming. He's very excited. And then slow it back down. And let's do the puppy dog pose. Get your knees a little wider than your hips. Bring your elbows down to the floor. Walk your hands forward. Bring your cheek and your chest to the floor. Pushing back up, we're going to sit. Comfortable, easy seat. for our last few minutes together. I'm sending you my most sincere namaste right to your heart, so feel it. This is our time together to connect with ourselves and with each other. Keeping that connection is so important these days. We want to feel our community, feel our tribe, and let ourselves have that positive feedback and good mental health, good spiritual health, good physical health. It's all good. Take care of yourself today. Drink plenty of water. Eat some fruit. Do things that are wise decisions for yourself, guided by your sense of your best choices. And we'll end today with some good deep breathing. So go ahead and clear the old air out. Breathe in. Let's see if we can do 8-5, 8-5. Breathing in for 8 counts, holding that breath in for 5 counts, exhaling for 8 counts, and holding the breath empty out of the body for 5 counts. That's our rectangular breath pattern. So go ahead and take a big breath in and exhale it all the way out, and we'll begin. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your breathing return to normal. Find that wonderful stillness in the body, that awareness of your breath and of your heart beating, that prana. Thank you once again for joining me for yoga this morning. You're always welcome to rejoin my page and do any of the old sessions. Just scroll down and you'll find a whole year's worth of Tuesday, Thursday sessions. You're welcome to do any or all of them or a part of one of them as it suits you. I'm so grateful for the energy and the love. I send you my most grateful namaste.